What are those things?
Whatever they are, they picked the wrong party to crash. Hey! No!
What the shell are those things?
Whatever they were, they're junk now.
Guys, we've got to find Master Splinter. Master Splinter! Can you hear me? Donatello, any way to... What are you doing?
Shell Cell, I'm calling Master Splinter. I hope.
Master Splinter, are you all right?
Leonardo, whatever those mechanical menaces are, they have managed to eat through the support structure of our home. We must leave right away. Meet me at the old drainage junction near South Point.
If we take the South Conduit Tunnel, it'll intersect with the old drainage tunnel.
We'll meet you there, Sensei.
How about that? Out of my way, Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nimrod. Ha! Out of my way, Nimrod. How about that? Out of my way, Nimrod. Ha! How about that? Ha! Yeah! Ha! How about that? Out of my way, Nip! Out of my way, Nip! Now I'm mad! Yeah! Ha! Ha! How about that? How about that? Out of my way, Nimrod! Ha! Ha! Now I'm mad! Out of my way, Nim! Out of my way, Nim! Now I'm mad! How about that? How about that? How about that? Out of my way, Nimrod! Out of my way, Nimrod! Now I'm mad! Now I'm mad! Out of my way, Nim! Now I'm mad! Yeah! How about that? Now I'm mad. How about that? All right. Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nim. Out of my way, Nim. Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nimrod. Yeah! Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nip. 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 Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nip. Now I'm mad. Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Out of my way, Nimrod. Ha! Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nimrod. Now. Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Out of my way, Nim. Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nim. Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nim. Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nimrod. Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Now I'm mad. Out of my way. Out of my way, Nim. Now I'm mad. Out of my way. Yeah! Feel that? Feel that? Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nim. Out of my way, Nimrod. Now I'm mad. Feel that? How about that? Feel that? Feel that? How about that? Yeah! How about... Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nimrod. Yeah! Yeah! How about that? Now I'm mad. How about out of my way, Nimrod? Out of my way, Nimrod. Now I'm mad. 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 Out of my way, Nim. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. How about that? Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. How about that? Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nimrod. How about that? Out of my way, Nimrod. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. How about that? Now I'm mad. How about that? Yeah!
Hey, take a look at that.
Look at this trash. I'm putting you punks out of business.
Ugh. He's going too far. That guy's out of control.
Hey, Raph! Don't forget what Master... Ah, jeez.
Uh-oh. Raph's always been quick to act.
So, what do we do now? If we don't do something, things could get pretty bad.
What choice do we have? Let's go.
Whoa, easy there, cowboy.
Huh? Where'd you freaks come from? What's with the outfits? Hey, how dare you interfere? Wait, I'll make your purple dragons too.
Purple dragons? Who are they?
I guess he means those guys we just tangled with.
Just looking at those ugly mugs of theirs, it's obvious they're someone's goons.
Look, your intentions may be good, but you're going too far.
Look, freak boy, if you're protecting these purple dragon scum, then you're going down too! Slap shot! Slap shot!
Feel that? Feel Now I'm mad!
Slap shot!
Look, I'm no fan of the purple dragons either. I'll help you take them down, but we gotta exercise just a little restraint.
Save it! You don't know what you're talking about.
Try me.
Well, a long time ago, when I was a kid.
Some young punks were shaking my dad down for protection money. They were purple dragons.
You tell your old man, punk. Next time, pay up or else.
So don't tell me how to deal with the purple dragon.
Just be careful. Your anger can take you down, make you act just like them. My father once told me a true warrior finds balance in all things.
Balance, huh?
Well, you know, as much balance as a couple of hot-headed whackbags like us can manage.
Me? You're the only whackbag around here, dog boy.
I'm not half as crazy as you.
Sorry, but for a little green dude, you're totally nuts.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one running around in a hockey mask.
Hey, I gotta protect my good looks. I'm saving his face for Hollywood.
Well, isn't this romantic? Look who we have here. So you're the freaks who've been interfering with us lately.
So, friend, who is this guy? Would you mind introducing us?
This punk is Dragonface, the ringleader of all those purple dragon punks. It goes without saying, he's a real creep.
Any and all who interfere with the purple dragons will be destroyed. Take them all.
Yeah! Yeah! How about that? Now I'm mad! Feel that? Out of my way, Tim! Out of my way, Tim! Out of my way, Tim! How about that? How about that? How about that? Now! How about that? Yeah! Yeah! Out of my way, Nimrod! How about that? How about that? Now I'm mad. How about that? Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. How about that? Out of my way, Nim. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Feel that? Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nimrod. How about out of my way, Nim. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Out of my way, Nip. Now I'm mad. Out of my way. Out of my way, Nip. Out of my way, Nip. Now I'm mad. How about that? How about that? Out of my way, Nimrod! Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Now I'm mad. How about that? How about that? Yeah! Now I'm mad. Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? How about feel that? Feel that? Out of How about that? How about that? Now I'm mad. How about out of my way, Nimrod? How about that? How about that? Now I'm mad. How about that? Now I'm mad. How about that? Yeah! Yeah! Out of my way, Nimrod! How about that? Feel that? Feel that? Feel that? Yeah! 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 Now I'm mad. How about that? Now I'm mad. How about out of my way, Nimrod! How about that? All right! Feel that? How about that? Yeah. How about that? Yeah! Yeah! How about that? 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 Feel 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 that? Yeah! Now I'm back! Out of my way, Nimrod! Feel that? Now I'm back! Feel that? Now I'm back!
I know I'm gonna regret saying this, but I'm glad I met you, crazy man. Me too, Green Dome. And you know something? I'm starting to see what you're all about.
You mean about balance, self-control?
Nah, I mean you're a green mutant freak.
As long as you figured out that we're turtles, it's fine. For now, at least.
If you run into any troubles, let me know. We're brothers now.
I'm just glad you changed your mind so quickly.
Yeah. Hey, be careful now. I've heard there's a pretty dangerous group back in those purple dragons.
Don't worry about it.
Later.